All right, guys, we're back in action here. Will we hold up? I think so. Sorry about that. Kicked me off stream across all platforms. That was hella annoying. Yep, had like a whole bunch of you guys on, and now, of course, it's going to be light on views, but that's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. We're going to start this Friday off right. 9:42. It's not always smooth running, but welcome back to another live stream. If you're new, my name is Zach. Thanks for being here on this beautiful Friday, August 8th. Before we jump onto the charts, let's get through this real quick. Make sure you view us on the screen. Trading's risky. Most traders do lose money. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is suggestion or recommendation to do anything at all. Do your own research. Make your own trading decisions. I'm just an idiot here yapping on YouTube for entertainment purposes only. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content, like Top 1 Futures, code RDF, Bookmap, and others. Let's hop onto these charts as we start to break this overnight high. Yeah, again, guys, it happens. Technical stuff happens. Super frustrating, super annoying when it does because I start a stream early. We get everybody on, and then, of course, it resets, and we got to have a new stream. But should be good to go. I'm tagging everybody in chat, making sure we're ready to go. Yeah, we got some more people loading back in. What's up, everybody? What's up, chat? Good morning, good morning. What's happening? What's happening? What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Let's see what we got going on. What's up, Kick? What's up, YouTube? Chat, Yassine, what's up? Wolf, what's up? Jess, what's up? Good morning, good morning. We are back again. Smash the like button. Smash subscribe. Send this to your mom, your grandma, your best friend, your dog. Let's get this stream rolling today. Not only are we going to have some fun looking for some trades here on ES, we are going to be giving away accounts like candy. I had so much fun yesterday with you guys giving out accounts. We are definitely running duck races back all damn day. So I'm getting a sweep of overnight high. I'm late to the party here. Here's going to be the sweep of overnight high and return back down to VWAP. I'm going to jump right into it, guys. It's 9:44 a.m., so we are already into that spot where I'm okay starting to look for trades. Coming off the daily real quick here on ES, we can take a quick look. Consolidation, push to the upside, leg down, maybe just a pullback before continuation up. That's the case that we're making here on this Friday. No news, no crazy financial news, nothing really on the calendar that's going to be sketchy coming into the morning. Drop back to the 1 minute here. And yeah, I like this short right back to VWAP, honestly. We got some liquidity to the upside on Bookmap. I'll show you real quick. Probably would want to get this grabbed real quick. This is our overnight high being taken. Looks like we might pop right back down to VWAP. I'm going to wait for a short, a little bit more of a push to the upside. We dropped off on CVD, but I'm going to look for a short on this as long as I can get a stop above this level. That's going to be my my initial play. Let's see what the chat has got going on. Wolf, my dog, will he get an entry? No, but he can like the stream. Your dog can't have an entry. Unless he's going to trade. I mean, if he's going to be a trading dog. We got a trading chicken on IG. I see that all the time. That is absolutely hysterical. I don't know if you guys see that Instagram account, Prop Firm Kid, that that has a chicken that like goes and clicks between a red and a green button and like passes prop firm challenges. It's hysterical. All right, pushing the upside still. I'm looking for a little reversion trade back to VWAP. 400s up here that we could drive right to. Again, guys, looking short on this. Looking short. Just want to see if we go and grab the 400s, 6400s, which it looks like we might. Dropping on CVD. Yeah, we got some buyers right under here that are filling this up, but right back down to the 83s. Yeah, because if we come up here, we're coming all the way up here to the 10s. Do we blast right off? Looking short, guys, and I'll articulate this one a little bit more if I jump into it. I just don't know if we're going to blast right through to the 10s. Oh, yeah, we might. Looks like we are. No, we got through pretty much everything that was up there right now. Let's see. 167 at 6,400. Not an insane CVD. Let's see what we get here. I know I'm locked right in, not chatting with you guys too much right off the bat, but I got a potential trade set up here. I jumped right out to the 15-minute just to see what this looks like, a higher time frame perspective. We could be coming all the way up here. I think we pull back though. Not too heavy on the CVD. I'm getting ready to jump into this.
Order filled.
I'm gonna try this right here, guys. I'm gonna try this right here. I don't want that $200 take profit there. I'm stupid zoomed out on the 15-minute, but I'm going to try this one for a quick short back down towards VWAP. Going to go with my $500 worth of risk, 10-point stop. Let's look at this back on the 1 minute. Trade out the 95s. We got some sellers that stepped right in up around this high. I'm looking for a quick pull back down towards overnight high. I think if we continue the upside, we crack this 400. And maybe we go up through the 407 and a halfs, 408s where we got some liquidity up there. We go through the 410s, and I'm just dead wrong, right? I think if we pull all the way up here, we're probably going to trade through the 10s, right? All the way up to this area of high volume, and then maybe continue. Maybe we come up here, dance around, and pull back. But I'm looking for a quick wick above and pull back, kind of like what we're getting right now for this trade thesis. Not going to be anything too crazy. Nothing I'm looking to hold for forever, but going to be a sweep of this overnight high. Some sellers found, and look for a pullback down towards this overnight high level. I'd be a little bit cautious, holding much further down past the low 90s. So this might not be a banger trade, but I'm short. I'm short 63.96 and a quarter. Let's just keep an eye on Bookmap. Let's see. I'll be chatting with you guys in a minute. See, we got a bunch of people hopping on. Thank you for being here. X, YouTube, everywhere. Appreciate you guys. Ooh, we got some volatility on this one, guys. We got some volatility. How about that entry, eh? How about that entry, huh? Not too bad. Do we come back through the 400s now, though? This is going to be dicey. I don't really like that. I like the entry, but I don't know if we find... I don't know if we continue to find sellers here. I'm going to hang on to this here on ES on the morning trades, like I've talked about, and like we saw earlier this week, unfortunately. I do what I can to hold my trades towards a level that makes sense, not go stop loss to break even really quickly. An aggressive wick down, bought right back up. That looks like some underlying something. That looks not good. Beautiful entry, though, for that initial reaction when we started to pull back really quickly. Wild volatility, getting bought right back up. This doesn't look amazing for this trade, but back at entry, right? You know, maybe another person says, "Hey, you know what? I'm taking myself out. I'll give myself another shot. I don't want to take a stop on this. I want to let this one play out. I want to see maybe we sweep this high. Maybe we crack the 400s and get a reversion." We dropped off on CVD. We got a nice cumulative volume delta divergence on this where we're putting a high in and we are not putting a new high on the delta. So We got a chance here. CVD's lining up for it. But that was some gnarly volatility where we wick lower, come right back up. That feels like some news-driven tariff comment, something potentially along those lines. But we put our trades on. We let them play out. Take losses on the chin. I've had a trash week this week trading. Absolute hot garbage. I will say power hour sessions haven't been too bad. Straight green on power hour. I went 3 for 3 last night with you guys. 3 W's, all green. No complaints. The day before was 2 break evens and a W. But overall, and I shared this on social, shared it in Discord, really just a tough week. They come. When they come, it seems like they're never going to end. You just get back-to-back days of tough trades that are just not playing out nicely for you. And I've had a handful of those this week for sure. Don't mean to be not motivational about it, but I like to be real about it when that's going on. And that has been my week so far. But I've been here long enough to know that you have to be a good loser. You have to be ready to take losing trades, losing streaks, losing months, whatever it is, and keep showing up, right? If you don't keep showing up, you quit, and then you just, you're done. You do what you can to keep showing up. Come to the market with that arrogant confidence after taking a number of losses and keep trading the way that you're trading, and then trade your way back to some W's, right? That's the play. At least for me. Buy volume on this one coming through the 400s. Last chance that we fill this. We might crack right here and come right through. The next area above price is going to be the 407.5, 408, 410s. And again, that would be just coming all the way up to this next area of high volume. If we zoom out on the 15-minute, you can see that. We come all the way up there. It's going to be wait and see mode for me. Let's see. Let's see if we hit these sellers and we don't lift it. But we started to get a reaction, but something happened there. Something stepped in. Maybe nothing happened, but quick wick down here. And then immediate buyback up on volume. That don't look good. But anything can happen. That's the markets, right? Put your trades on. Let them run. W's, L's. We take them on the chin. Chat. Let's see what you guys got going on. What's up? Good morning, everybody. Yeah. Mad Moxie, good morning. Melly, good morning. What is happening? Kick, what's up? Morning Flow, new high. Yeah, we're putting new highs in right now. Payday soon. Nice. I tried to get Wolfie to come over to kick, but can't run YouTube and kick at the same time. Too much for the phone. All good. All good. All good. I would like... What's up, Pally? Trading Duck. Yeah, what's going on, guys? I don't know. Kick combines the chat from yesterday, so... Duck race. Yes, we're going to run duck races. Good morning, Colby. What's up? Scout time. What's going on? What's going on? Praying for clean PA. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you guys hopping on. If you guys don't know, I run this stream on YouTube and Kick now. Trading Dream Team, what's up? Yeah, I just, at this point, guys, at this point, it's looking like it's going to be one of those weeks for me. Looking like it's just going to be one of those weeks. But we still got time, still got room in this trade. 400s, we got a chance to find sellers off of this. If not, I think we're quickly going to the 410s and potentially higher. It's going to be a rocket right off the open. Quick retest of VWAP and then a breakout. Been seeing a lot of this week. Unfortunately, it's not my trade setup. Usually when this happens, I take L's, hence the frustrating week that I've been having trading. But not much to do outside of put my trades on, let them play out. Take my L's on the chin. That's it. Let's see what we got on... just to take a quick look at this on... Here we go. Trading the 6400s. Nice key psychological level. I'd be a little bit surprised if we didn't find any sellers up here, hence me getting short. But we've found more buyers through that level after finding some sellers. So This is gonna be a dicey one. Morning Z, I'm extra stay on kick. Scott's all over the place. What's up, Scott? I appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you. Y'all are y'all the best. I was saying it yesterday on stream. I was saying how solid this community is, and we run giveaways on stream. If you guys don't know, Funding Frenzy Week. This is going to continue, by the way. We're not done. We're not done after this week. You guys have been too awesome. We've been having too much fun with the duck races. This is not going away. I can tell you right now, I'll give you the early heads up for next week. We're going to be giving away accounts next week again, and probably every week going forward. But 2 times this week, and for back-to-back times, we had John and then Randy, who won accounts, say, I don't want the account. Give it to somebody who needs it more than me. Run the race again. You guys are awesome. I don't know any other community where not only are they tight-knit, they got the Discord rolling, they got the chat rolling, they're doing giveaways, they're having fun, and the dudes that are winning the giveaways are saying, give it to people that need it more than me. That to me, even as I'm having a trash week treating, that fires me up, man. It makes me so happy, and it's just awesome to see. It's super awesome to see. I'm so glad to have a community like that. I really am. It is sick. So, if you guys hang out on stream, we will be running duck races. We'll be giving out Top 1 Futures accounts. If you want to check out Top 1 Futures, the link is pinned to the top of this chat. While we are sitting in this trade, seeing if we can't find any sellers here. Chat. I don't know about this one, chat. I don't know about this one. As I spill some seltzer on myself. Yeah, 6401s. Kind of interesting. Let's go around the horn here. Similar structure out of NASDAQ today. Popped to the upside. Tested VWAP, popped to the upside off the open, and has continued to push highs. Finding a little bit of sellers up here. Take a look at Dow. Is Dow living in its own world? Ooh, it's not. Dow also popped to the upside, but is since starting to pull back a little bit. Oh, no, that's not the right chart. Yeah, this is the last ditch spot, guys. 6,400. Try to find some sellers off here. We cleared out some liquidity up here. Not a super strong delta where we have just a ton of buy volume. We actually have a little bit of drop off as we're trying to push this high. But I just don't like the way we came through this level. I hated this. Loved this entry, right? Solid entry off the top of this area, entering nice and aggressively as we start to find some sellers. A lot of volatility here, but this was ugly. Let's see if we had anything that came in too crazy. 10 a.m. time frame coming in. Let's see if we are going to just continue to grind to the upside and have another one of those days, or are we actually going to work some levels here? Let's see. Bounced off Asia high. I think sellers checked out at 63.76. Yep. Yep. Looks like it so far. That NQ trade was awesome. Yeah. I read that on Discord. Morning, guys. Good morning. Check that kick. Phonographics. Yeah. Morning, Z. I'm the extra. Yeah, we talked about that. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Let's see. Zach, you solely trade. Grateful Trader, what's up, dude? No, I trade NQ as well. For the morning here, I've been heavily focused on ES, but I do trade NQ as well. I don't like bouncing back and forth too much. Yeah, what's going on, man? Rough week 2. Yeah, bro. Week is trash. For me, right? Somebody else, trend traders, break out like right off the open. Orb traders, cleaning up, bro. Go back test Orb this week. Cleaning up. Every other week, not so much. But yeah, man, I do like to trade NQ as well. Here we go for a stop out. I do like to trade NQ as well, but I try to get hyper focused on one. Uh, yeah, this is going through the tens. This looks like we're going through the tens. Maybe I survived by the skin of my teeth, but sellers in store right out of the gate. We've had this over and over again this week. Again, not really that common, which is the why I trade the way that I trade. Otherwise, I would just trade the complete opposite, right? I would hit the buy button instead of hitting the sell button. But this week has just been really right off the open. First couple minutes, take off in one direction and run here on ES. But yeah, talking about type of instruments we trade, whatever it is. I like to get hyper focused on one thing, right? Like whatever it is that I'm doing, I try to stay focused on it. For NQ, that scalping approach, it's kind of the same thing that I've done for a while. Maybe we run that here. We run some crazy scalping on NQ. If ES just continues to backhand us for an indefinite amount of time. But I like really focusing on one thing. I don't know a lot of traders. There's some out there, but I don't know a lot of intraday, like futures traders, for example, that trade like 5 different instruments, right? They trade like gold, NQ, ES, YM, CL, lean hogs, like everything. I just don't see that. And I think it's because when you focus on one instrument, right, maybe a single time frame, or you really just hyper focus on market structure, price action, order flow for one market, you really start to do better, right? You start to develop that pattern recognition, that implicit memory, better than if you were trying to do that across like 5 different instruments, right? Maybe 5 different markets. But there's people out there that that argue the opposite. More opportunities, you're pigeonholing yourself. I don't know. I just try to do what works well for me, which is not focus on 47 different things at the same time. Swing trading, here we go for the stop. Swing trading, maybe, picking stocks, that type of deal, maybe. Yeah, man, not a heavy delta on this one. I think this might be one of the another one of actually. Now that I'm looking at it, this might be a quick stop and we find sellers up here, but no moving stops away as we're in drawdown. That is absolutely not part of my my arsenal of trade management. In by the skin of my teeth, but this looks like it's going to be a stop. Adding to a straight red week here, trading live with you guys. Not fun when it happens, but I'll show you what it looks like live for me. Unfortunately. See if we can't come back. I've got another bullet in the chamber for sure for these accounts, and we'll wait to see what happens as we come through this high. If we come through this high, there we go. Stopped out for 500 across 7. See what happens up here. Again, I think we might hit the 10s, maybe the 15s and find some sellers, but trade thesis did not play out. Looked at it off this area, did not get the reversion. Just a direct grind to the upside. Same thing that we've seen a lot this week. So stop out right off the open. Let's see where we go from here. I'd be interested to see if we climb higher, take out some more liquidity to the upside, maybe try a short again. Maybe we'd have to really push and then see a reversion though. But do what we can. Do what we can. Got to figure out what type of trader you are. I'm a sniper, breakout, trade EMAs with VWAP. Yep. Got to be true to yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely. You must have been your phone. Out YouTube, listening on Kick. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys watching across multiple platforms. Y'all are awesome. Kick has better latency, but I like chopping it up with the YouTube peeps. Yeah. Kick is less lag, lower latency. Definitely solid. Definitely solid. Let's see. Pushing highs straight to the upside, man. Straight to the upside. NQ needs another 2 to 4 minutes, then dump for my strat. But could launch. See what happens. Yep. We're shot out of a cannon here in ES. Straight off the open. Here we go towards the 6410s. Let's see. 2 ticks from my stop on NQ. Yep. ES. Just here's the structure, guys. When this happens, for me, trading levels to the upside back towards VWAP, you could almost guarantee I'm taking an L, right? And unfortunately, we've had a lot of that. We've had a lot of that recently. It's coming just a back-to-back wave. CVD is still just screaming at me for a short. Absolutely screaming at me for a short. Oh, man. I think we're coming back down on this, guys. I really do. And I'm hella tempted to short it again. Yeah. Let's see what we get up here. I'm really unhappy about the stop because I don't think we take off. The way that I'm reading this on Bookmap, for a number of reasons, I don't think that we take off here. I think we turn back down. I think I'm going to see a stop by a couple points and a turn all the way back down on this. Here we go. Let's see. Got a little bit more volatility there. 10:08. Yeah, we're going to come up on initial balance pretty soon. I think we come back down on this. I really do, chat. Let's see. Let's take a look. See what you guys got. What are you guys thinking in the chat? How can you trade less than one contract on top on futures? You can't trade less than one contract on any platform or anywhere in any futures market. You can trade micros. You can trade micros if you'd like on Project X or anything. You can kind of just size down that way. But you can't trade less than one mini or less than one micro, for example. I think it's going to go up all day. New highs. Nice. Long today. Okay, you guys are looking long. Options data says we go higher. Nice. What options data do you look at out of curiosity? My setup is on 63.95. Nice. Can we say zombie rally on bull market? There's no big impact news today. Bulls are kids in the classroom with this. No teacher. Yep. Of course, the market goes up. Trumpy says so. You're fired, or you're fired. Yeah, I obviously I hear what you guys are saying. Totally. Number one, it's not I don't have a trade set up long, right? I have nothing up here long. Now we jumped on CVD a little bit. We got some buyers in. I'm about to hit the short button again, though, guys. I'm really about to hit the short button again. Call me absolutely crazy. Color me crazy, chat. But I don't think we just ripped through prior day high on this. I don't. It is a big push off the open. We got some volume traded up here that we came through, some sell orders. Unless we just continue to crack this and grind, I think this could be an interesting spot. I'm ready to take another one and take another L if I have to, 10 points higher. One more little crack higher through this liquidity we got sitting here at the 09s. I'm going to look to short this. Call me crazy, chat. Order filled. I'm getting short on this. Second short of the session. Again, this is really heavily focusing on CVD and Bookmap. Nice solid batch of orders that we came into, filled, quite a bit of volume traded up here. This is my last ditch. If we don't come back down here, I think we're all the way to the upside. And again, I'm just going to be dead wrong. I'm going to be taking my 2 trades for 2 stop outs, and I'm reading the market wrong, right? You can trade. I think you could trade in one of 2, larger camps, right? There's going to be smaller camps in between all of this. But there's going to be a reversion style of trading, right? And there's going to be a trend following style of trading. You can tell by me getting short on this push to the upside which style I trade here on ES in the morning. Now, I would prefer, oh yeah, nice drop off on CVD. It's all good. If we rip to the upside, I'm out for a grand on these, and I'm done. We're gonna run duck races. I like to fade the short-term trend in the favor of the higher time frame trend, and that typically equates to me buying dips in the U.S. indices. But here on these morning sessions, is this going to get bought right back up though? But that equates to me traditionally buying dips, right? Higher time frame trend is often to the upside. As we're pulling back, I'm shorting that. I'm buying that pullback. Again, fading the short-term trend in favor of the long-term trend. I'm actually clipping a reel from Dr. David Paul, who has passed away. Rest in peace to one of the greats. You can go watch all of his stuff on YouTube. He's one of the guys that worked with Tom Hogard for a long period of time. Has a great way of talking about that. But all of that said, key levels here on ES. I'm going to have my opportunities when they come. Today I got two. I got two today. They play out. They don't play out. I take them on the chin and move on. This week, they have not been playing out. Couple days of data, not enough for me to change anything. Not enough for me to say, okay, well, Monday we just broke out to the upside, so now I'm just going to buy a breakout. And then Tuesday we sold off really quickly at 11 o'clock. So every day I'm going to hit the sell button at 11 o'clock. You can't really have that recency bias. You got to back test over large sample sizes, forward test over large sample sizes. And for me, I got enough juice to make some money doing what I do. But this week's been a challenge, man. Been a challenge. We'll see. We shall see. But again, I'm happy to demonstrate on here, guys, that I will take a similar trade in the face of taking an L. And I would say 9 out of 10 of you guys on the chat calling for longs, long all day, slow grind up, rally, quant data that we're looking at on, options data, because my strategy calls for the short. Yeah, my strategy calls for the short. Slow grind up, rally on a Friday. Yeah, could be, right? Could be. Could just be that slow zombie grind Friday. Still haven't shaved the beard off? No. No, brother. No beard getting shaved off. Let's see. I was crazy too. I shorted for a small gain. Yep. Let's see. If it sells off through the lows, I'm not going to look too crazy. But if it just rips higher, you get the... Listen, guys, hindsight is like always 20/20 in trading, right? And I've traded live for a while, and I've had comments on my trades from socials. When you're right, you look like a genius, and when you're wrong, you look like an idiot. To beginners, right? To traders that don't know the game of probabilities that we're playing, to traders that really don't understand the randomness in the market in the short term. Traders that are, professionals, or guys that have just been here for a while, not professionals, but people that make money. Most of the time they go, cool, I don't care about one loss or one W. What do you look like over a long period of time? Let me watch you trade for a large amount of time, because they know that anything can happen in the short term, right? Which is why you see me just kind of chill out, whether I'm going to take a win or take an L. The hindsight stuff, you review your data, but again, if this sells off right through VWAP, I look like a genius. I'm not a genius. I'm just trading my, approach. If it just ripped to the upside, right? If this candle right here just absolutely continued, everybody would, the comments are always, don't fade the trend. Why would you sell? All of these things, right? All of these things. So far, like I was talking about yesterday, even if my trades don't play out, I look at what the market does after I enter, right? I'm trying to find key spots on the chart to enter. So far, happy with both of these. Whether they both have to be losses, or if this one maybe turns out to be a winner, I'm happy with both entries. Why? I've now sold 2.25 points off of the largest pullback so far since markets opened, right? Here, did the market just absolutely rip in my direction? No, we did have sellers come in, tried to put up a fight here. We did see a nice pullback off of these highs. Did it continue? No, right? And that gets marked as an L. But, a secondary piece of information is, what does the trade look like, right? When you're entering, is it just an immediate face ripper to the upside, or do you get some kind of reaction, right? Do you get some type of a fight put up from sellers or buyers based on whatever way that you're trading, right? Some candlesticks print in your direction, some volume, right? So far we've got it. Is it just going to be break and retests all day? We'll see. We shall see. Have a good weekend, buddy. When's the duck race? Yeah, man. Soon. Duck race is today. We got accounts to give away on stream. If you guys are new, if you haven't been on here, welcome to the show. We have multiple straight to funded accounts to be given away. Multiple top one futures accounts. We got one straight to funded 50K to get given away first on the duck race. Then we have multiple other accounts to get given away. I'm streaming here now, 9:30 a.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Eastern for Power Hour. 2 streams a day, giving out hella accounts. If you guys want those to start dropping, smash the like button, smash subscribe, smash whatever you want. You can get 5 times entries on Kick. But also, remember, you don't have to do anything. Free means free. I don't have a course. I don't have a VIP. I stream live multiple times a day now across multiple platforms. 100% free. And I run a 100% free trading Discord. Again, not a VIP feeder program. Not a course to sell you. I do it free 99, chat. There is the 100% free trading Discord in Kick, in YouTube, and I will throw it in X since we got a ton of people on X as well. We don't have that many people on X. They didn't like when the stream cut out. But more than happy to have you guys in there. Got more and more people hopping in. We're almost at 2,000 members in this Discord. Almost at 2,000. Let me see what the actual number is so I can be exact. 1,983 members in this free Discord that we've been running for about a year. Grateful for that. Grateful for all of y'all that hop in there. I would be more than happy to see you guys in there. It's a WOP link, however you say that. But it's email only. I don't sell anything to get into that Discord. And I don't have a VIP special secret section of the Discord. I don't know, maybe in the future, but you guys are so awesome. This is really fun to do free. So let's see. I have a habit of shorting huge opening candles by scaling in and getting out in the mean reversion. There is nothing like going green when shorting against a huge green candle. I respect it. And vice versa. Yeah. Again, there's plenty of ways to do this, man. There's plenty of ways to do this. I try not, I'm going to say this with a grain of salt based on my position here. I try not to fight the trend every single day, right? I like to short initial pops to the upside or buy initial dips to the downside because I find that we traditionally, just as pattern recognition, traditionally do not take off in one direction off of NYSE Open, specifically here on the US indices on ES, and not return back to VWAP or return back to any key level that we blow past. We typically maybe go to the upside or downside, sweep some liquidity, overnight high, prior day high or low, just an area of high volume, pull back down, even if we're going to continue in that direction, right? Pull back down, maybe towards VWAP, maybe towards an overnight high, a level of interest that I have marked on my chart, and then either continue in the direction of my trade or whatever it is on that pullback, that sell off or pump, or revert. But either way, that gives me a nice way to structure risk and enter a trade, right? I get a clean invalidation point. I get an area of interest, right, to enter on my chart. That's it. That's all that I can do with technical analysis. There's no, this is hard to grasp, right? And I used to disagree on this. Technical analysis in the traditional sense, in my humble biased opinion, or just humble opinion, does not hold predictive power. It doesn't hold a lot of power to say, I know what's going to happen next. There might be an ever so slight indication based on patterns repeat themselves that you have a very slight higher probability of one thing happening over another. But the main point and the main power comes down to giving you a good way to structure your risk, right? That's where I think entries and invalidation points and take profits come into play, right? Where entering just arbitrarily with a 50% win rate 1-to-1 versus entering at a key level of interest based on all of the tools that you use and what you identify as a key level of interest, or maybe using time or volume can shift those odds in your favor. But using technical analysis in some way to say, well, this happened, so I know what's going to happen next, I think it's a tough road to go down. And again, it's a paradox, right? It's a paradox that we have to operate in, because if you don't know what's going to happen next, why would you put risk on the line where you need one thing to happen over another, right? It's a very difficult paradox that we have to operate in here in the trading realm, right? So it's a tough thing to start to wrap your mind around. It's kind of abstract. I think a lot of books can help with that, and then just a lot of time in the markets. So it is tough. It is tough though. Let's see. Happy Friday to all traders. AVX Phoenix. We got all the OGs in here, and we got hella new people. Brick, you did not miss the giveaway. That's a new one, Brick. Scott, good morning from Colombia. Yeah, there you go. We all know where AVS is from. Shout out Colombia in the chat. Shout out Scott for remembering where all of the people in here are from. Brick, you did not miss the giveaway. We have multiple giveaways coming up, guys. Y'all are awesome. The stream is growing. Socials are growing. I get more and more people in here. Like I was just talking about, I have almost 2,000 people in the free Discord now. It's wild. And I say free because there's only one. It's 100% free. You can hop in. We're running hella giveaways. Not only because I get support from Top 1 Futures and because you guys are so awesome, but based on yesterday, where we ran multiple duck races, and for the second time in a row, shout out John from the community and Randy M, who absolutely crushes it in trading. Randy M just took max payouts from Top Step. Dude is an absolute beast. Honestly, that's someone to watch, man. That's someone to watch. But both of these two guys won accounts and reached out and said, I don't want the account. I'm not going to accept it. Run another duck race, or give it to somebody else who needs it more than me. I don't need this one right now. Give this to somebody else in your community that needs it more than me. That, to me, I don't know any other community where that's happening, man. I mean, trading's awesome. Being on this journey together is awesome. Having a community of traders, whether they're struggling or doing well, saying, I don't even want the giveaway that I won. Just give it back to your community. Do more. That fired me up yesterday, man. Really fired me up. After a tough trading week through Thursday, not bad. I mean, yesterday was green, right? Yesterday was green on both live sessions. I really can't complain that much. But overall, red. We'll see how this day ends up. Might have a massive comeback. But to have that go on, man, put such a smile on my face. Like, it's just, it's so cool to see. You get that faith in humanity restored. Oftentimes I view the world, internet, as so much haters and trolls, and everybody's just out to get their own. And to have random internet strangers say, give it to other random internet strangers, I effing love it, guys. I love it. So I appreciate you guys. You're awesome. And in that spirit of giving back, we're running hella duck races today on this live stream and on an afternoon live stream. So hang out, subscribe, like. The duck races will be for accounts, straight to funded accounts or elite challenge accounts from Top 1 Futures. I really appreciate everybody hopping on. And I don't mean to be cheesy and sappy about it, but I deal with so much hate. I deal with so much BS. Hella haters on socials, like crazy people sending me messages, getting called a scam and a fraud, getting death threats in the past, but racist, crazy stuff. So when we get positivity like that, like unwarranted, I didn't ask anybody to do that. It was just on their own doing it. I love it, man. I love it. So anyway, that's the comments. Frozen. Top Step is frozen. Oh no. Uh-oh. Top Step X. Uh-oh. We got problems with Project X again, guys? Come on now. Project X is slipping again? Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Mine's loaded, guys. Mine's working. I'm checking. I got Top Step X loaded up. If you guys don't know, I still have a 5-pack of XFAs with Top Step. I just hardly trade them. I try to remember to take one micro trade on all of them so they don't take them away from me. Oh, I got to do one this week. It's been a little while. Mine's working right now, guys. I have it loaded up on a second screen. And obviously, Project X is the same platform for Top 1 Futures. It's working for me as well here. So Let me know. Is it still working for you guys? Still frozen? It's not. It's okay now. It froze for like 10 minutes. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, just unfroze for me, but it was frozen. Mine is fine on top one. Anybody have an issue on top one? Just out of curiosity. Top one futures is Project X as well. Shout out to those who are killing the markets. Yes, those leaders need those leaders. Thank you for mentioning. Yeah, absolutely. Anybody have an issue on top one futures? Now I'm curious on Project X. Handful of you guys said Top Step is frozen, and I'm interested to hear if top one futures had it as well. Let's see. Yes, still looks okay, but I'm in a trade right now, so I mean that I want to know for myself, honestly, because if this is gonna freeze and I'm not gonna be able to manage it, I will act accordingly, right? I think it's pretty easy if you're in a lot of discords. Oh yeah, I see it in there. I see it in discords. Oh yeah, yup. Okay, so Top Step froze for sure. Their entire Discord blew up. Let's see if Top One Futures was having a problem. Yep. Yeah, I think it might have. I think it might have froze for Project X as a whole. But let me know. Any of you guys have an issue on top one? Let me know. I'm curious. Sorry for repeating myself, but that's to know for my community and also for myself. Let's see. Not having any issues on practice account. That does help me feel better about humanity in the world. Yeah. Funny, even with crap internet, Top One Futures is just gone. I tried to scalp and I got killed in real time. Oh no. Having issues. Top Step. Yeah, okay, guys. So I'd be careful. Here's the thought, right? So Top Step definitely having issues. Project X maybe having issues as a whole. I would be cautious here if you're trading. When that stuff starts to happen, it's a big red flag, right? So I would be really cautious if you're going to continue to trade. Oftentimes when that happens, it continues to happen. And if you know about it on the front end and then you keep throwing trades on, maybe you're not already in a trade like me, you just keep trading away, you're kind of putting yourself at risk. So be cautious, right? Be cautious. I probably would be really cautious with Top Step since it says everybody's having it, but I would also be cautious on Project X. Let me see. David, it's Project X, not just Top Step. Yep. Your screen was moving the whole time. Top Step was frozen. Colby says no issues. So yeah, guys, Project X is the platform, right? Top Step doesn't work. Yeah. Okay. So Neo says Top Step doesn't work. Yeah, guys, I'd be careful. I'd be really careful. Again, you hope that the firms help out when there's something on a technical side, but technical issues are not always rectified by brokers and platforms. I've lost a considerable amount of live funds on a trade that was 100% a platform issue, and I really didn't know back then maybe to be recording my screen or to take a screenshot, so I had like no evidence of what happened. But brokers don't always just come back around and say, oh, everything's fine. Here you go. Here's your money back. So I would be careful. I wouldn't trade right now. If you notice any kind of issue on your end, I would not be trading it. Sitting in this trade, guys, negative CVD. We dropped off. We got a heavy CVD divergence. Holding on to it. This showed me $400 in profit. Not enough to grab a TP on this. Was looking for a reversion back down towards VWAP, back down to overnight high. Looks like it's going to be potentially another one, man. Market's still climbing slowly on low volume. Again, with more selling volume than buying. Maybe we get some absorption up here and we start to turn back down, but I don't know. Don't know. I'm going to leave this one on because my play is to not move a stop loss until I have a wild reason to do so, to take myself out for a full profit here on this one contract. But coming back up. Pull back down. Sellers tried it really, really aggressively. Consolidation, back up to the high. Maybe a lower high, maybe a sweep above and a turn back down, a break below this level, back down to the 400s would be beautiful. But I don't know that we get it. Don't know that we get it. Let's see. Let's see. I missed some comments, so I'm calling back up. Last time Top Step gave back the loss. Yeah. Again, you hope that accounts that firms help you out, right? If there's issues, but that is not guaranteed, right? So especially if you know there's an issue already, you want to be cautious. Tom speaking in Orlando in October. Is he? Trader Julie Kate? Is Tom Hogarth speaking in Orlando? That's sick. I might go. I know he's speaking in California in I think October or November. He's got a couple of the people there, but that's crazy. Guess what, Zach? Market conditions can suddenly change. Backtesting large sample sizes, not the end of it. Yeah, I would agree, Kaylor. I would agree that market conditions can change suddenly, for sure. I think there's a balance to be found between recency bias and being able to trade in large sample sizes. And what I find is far more traders change what they're doing too quickly because the market is so random on the short term, and constantly change and adapt and adjust rather than trading with enough consistency to actually generate some consistent results over a large sample size. That's not to say that we don't need to consistently be reviewing, adapting, right? Changing, but in decent sample sizes, right? So I wouldn't argue that, like, look at your last trade and do what would have worked on that last trade, right? Or the last 5 trades, for example, right? But there's a balance somewhere in between just staying completely stagnant and not changing anything, right? Not adjusting to changing market conditions, changing markets as a whole, because the markets are always changing, and changing too quickly, right? And what I did for a long time, which is why I kind of speak on that end of the spectrum, is change and just constantly be trying to do what would have worked on the last trade, right? Humans as a whole also suffer from recency bias. We think in terms of what just happened, right? So if we have 2 trades maybe that where our system doesn't work out, we hyper-analyze those trades, or we can tend to. So that's the comment there. Let me know what you think, Kaylor. Gotta love it when people Monday quarterback. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I get it. I have a habit of shorting. Okay, we talked about this. All right, we read up a little bit. Let's see. Again, guys, be cautious with Project X. I would be very, very cautious. How does top 1 payout work? I'm taking a withdrawal on Monday. Do they send to the bank account, or does it come third party? It goes to third party. Trader Julie Kate. First off, W's in the chat for Trader Julie Kate taking a payout. For top 1, it goes to Rise. They pay out through Rise, similar to the way a lot of firms do, but not all firms. Like Top Step goes directly ACH if you want it, but they pay out with Rise with an R, not Wise with a W. So I would make sure ahead of time you get set up on Rise and get a bank account linked to Rise, because it takes a while to have a bank account linked to Rise. You could also take payouts in crypto from Rise, but it does go through that third party. A lot of complaints on Top Step and Project X. Got it. Did Zach just pick on me? Wolf, we love you, man. No, listen, well, I'm not talking about you when I talk about trolls and haters, man. I'm talking about there's a clear difference. We'll get one in the chat. Don't worry. We'll get one in the chat. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not a productive conversation. They're not there to they're just there to try to make themselves feel better by trying to make somebody else feel worse. That's what I mean. Let's see. I scrolled up a lot, so yeah, we're gonna run the duck race soon, guys. Hella ducks in the chat for the duck race. We're gonna run the duck race soon. Tempted to blow this account myself. Scott, $200 away. I think I lost my account. Yeah, listen. Here's my comments. I talked about this in Discord. Right? We shouldn't have to do this, right? And I will acknowledge something for sure. And I'm biased to not acknowledge this because Top One Futures is, the firm that I'm partnered and affiliated with who only has Project X. Hopefully they have Tradeovate and Quantower soon. But Project X has had way too many outages lately. After today, I can say that pretty confidently. There's too many issues. Too many frozen charts. Too many problems. It is never going to be perfect, and I implore you to trade with any other platform. You will find that there are outages, there are issues. It's never going to be 100% perfect, but they're coming far too frequently, right? Far too frequently. And I also don't like a move from firms to only offer one platform, right? Because if we as traders decide, hey, Project X has, kind of some issues and we love all the features and everything, but it seems to freeze and I lose accounts or I have issues or whatever it is and I want something else, I think we should have that choice. So I will definitely acknowledge that. For me personally, I don't have too many issues with it, but I have had issues live here where it hasn't loaded for you guys, right? Multiple times. What I will recommend real quick, one thing is, and this is, tough to say, right? Like it's not like you're always gonna be able to do this. But I made this mistake when it first happened to me. I'm not going to name the U.S. regulated Forex platform that it happened to me on, but it cost me a significant amount of money. It would cost me more than the price of all of my prop firm evals and challenges in one trade. Okay. If you start to have an issue and you're in a trade and you're losing money or you can't do something or whatever it is, as soon as you identify an issue, take screenshots, start to screen record. I learned that after making that first mistake, right? And they said, okay, send us the screenshot. Show us what happened. Tell us what happened. Do you have a recording? Do you have anything outside of just a losing trade where I would have managed it and been able to manage it? And you just have the orders that are executed? If the answer is no, it's hard. And they can, not acknowledge maybe that there was an issue or just say it was on your end. So if you have any type of issue, I would encourage you, take screenshots or better yet, start screen recording. Screen record from your phone. You can do it in 5 seconds on an iPhone. Literally scroll down and tap the button. Refresh the page, show them what's going on, show them how you can't execute, do some demonstration, blah, blah, blah. Again, we shouldn't have to do this, and we would love if all platforms worked, but this goes for Project X or any other platform you're on. If you have an issue, immediately start recording, create some evidence as to what the hell happened. So I had a painful lesson, and I had a ton of time to do it. I was just staring there, looking at the chat, looking at the trade, and then I opened up a support ticket as I was doing it. So I would really look at that. Let's see. Let's do the duck race. That is working. Yeah, duck race is working. Yeah, Royal Freshness. I'm assuming you lost your a Top Step account, man. I would reach out. They've been pretty solid with taking care of everybody, though. They've blanketly, fixed trades, reset accounts. They've definitely taken care of people. Yes, he is. The stocks are getting bought. ES is just the index that tracks the S&P 500 as a whole. Cool. He is with Al Brooks doing live trading. No way. Tom Hogard and Al Brooks? Trader Julie Kate, send that in the Discord. Send that to me in Discord. I'm really interested to see that. Brian, you going to Orlando or are you going to California, Brian? Brian C, what's up, dude? You going to California to see Tom Hogard and those boys? I would love to come out there. I think it's actually the exact same date as the Chicago Marathon, and I'm running the Chicago Marathon in California. But I would love to go see those guys in Orlando. I was going to go to Europe just to hang out with Tom back when I was in that live room a lot. But yeah, let me know. I'm interested to see if he's with Al Brooks because he's a legend. Also, talk about a legend. Another one. Green is good on a Friday. That's why even on low volume and selling pressure, market's going up. Yeah, sure. You can reason it that way, Kaylor. I think that's helpful, right? If you create a narrative around it, that could be helpful if you're a fundamental based trader. For me, I keep it super technical. The only thing that I look at when it comes to volume, order flow, price action, market structure, it's a very pattern recognition type way, right? Very pattern recognition, technical, purely technical type way. When I look at fundamentals, I primarily just look at, news, when scheduled news events are. But the way that I read volume, order flow, delta, all of these things is in a very technical pattern recognition type way. But that's personal to me, right? I'm going to grind it or die trying. Scott, do your thing, man. I had data freeze on me once in a funded account. Couldn't afford to lose. I had hustled to get the money and pay for it. I dang near cried, and I didn't think to call support. Yeah, hit support if you have that going on. Sorry to hear that, Mo. That's a tough story. Thank you. Be safe trading with issues, guys. Yeah, again, guys, we acknowledge there's issues, right? If you don't have a trade on, or if you want to be super safe, I would not throw trades on Project X. I hate to say that, but it's talked about multiple times now. Unless all of the discords like Top Step, you got a ton of people in Top Step blew up, right? I have that Discord solely so I can see when this is going on. Ton of people saying I blew 5 XFAs, I blew accounts. What is going on? Project X problems. I hop in top 1. Seems like a couple people acknowledged that as well. But usually the support team will say, hey, like everything's fixed or something like that. So I would just be cautious. I would definitely just be cautious. Yeah, I got somebody in my Discord. Ash says TopStep X is frozen and they're trying to compensate blown XFAs with fresh combines. That company has become a total clown. I mean, you hope they do right by you, but again, man, just be cautious. If you have the heads up, I would definitely be cautious. Definitely be cautious. Let's see. Quantower is free with top 1 futures, right? Yeah, you can trade Quantower with top 1 futures. That's very true. I shot a video and have gotten a reversal. Nice. Have you long, brother? I'm short right now. CVD divergence. Oh, heavy. Yeah, heavy on CVD. Negative, dropped off, heavy. We'll see. We'll see if it comes into play or, if we're just going to get that zombie grind today. Los Angeles. Brian, I would love to come out there, man. It's just too much. Too far, and I got something going on that weekend. Don't have enough memory on my computer for Quantower, but I love Project X. Yeah, I'm a Mac user, so no Quantower for me. Anybody got the new OpenAI? Yeah. ChatGPT 5 is sick. I was playing with it this morning. I'm on YouTube live recording via OBS Studio every day. Yeah. Yep. Tom gets giddy talking about Al. Yeah. Driving to A is a regular thing for me at this point. Going to get cracked like a glow stick by my chiropractor. Oh, damn, bro. I hope that back clears up then, Brian. I wish you could blame the platform. Oof, Top Step is the new Apex. That's a rough take. But they've done some things. They've done some things that I don't agree with. But every firm has as well, right? Let's go, Z. Randy Martin in the chat. The GOAT. What's up, Randy? Wow, I got to get a new phone. I think somebody asked me something about Top Step before also. Hold on, I got to scroll up. I scrolled past it. Hang on. You guys are chatting it up, man. So if I miss anything, I'll try to come back to it. But I can't answer everybody. I do what I can to have good conversation, but I can't answer everybody. Neo says, I think the best thing to do is to journal and watch. It's the weekend. Yeah. Yep. Project X is good because of the lock-in account and ban on NQ. You can enter NQ if you want with MNQ. Yeah. Yep. You can do Project X is sweet that way. I do like that. I have a question on top 1 futures. It's problem if I take trades on the phone and laptop or different IP. No. Sorry, Leo. I know that took me a second to answer. What's up, Leo? You got a 1 next to your name too, bro. Damn, you're OG. I don't even know how you did that. But Neo, you got like hella things next to your name, dude. No, it's not a problem. You can take trades from your phone and from your laptop and have multiple IPs. If you're traveling, what's up, John? Ducks in the chat. If you're traveling, right, to different countries, you're logging in from multiple different IPs, I would be cautious. I might give them a heads up because it does raise a red flag, but it's not an issue to trade from multiple IPs. No. Nope. Let's see what we get. Yeah, somebody was asking me if I was still trading Top Step. I missed the comment before, whatever it was. And we got a bunch of people on. What's up? Somebody was asking if I was still trading Top Step, and I still have a 5-pack of XFAs, most of them that are near dead. I've been taking payouts from those guys every month except for one so far, and not in August. I think I took like 8 or 9 payouts from those guys this year. But I've really tried to condense my trading because coming into the last few months, I had way too many accounts that I was working on, right? I also had other prop firm accounts. I have a live account, investment brokerages, right? Live stock stuff. So a lot of that is just, it just turns into too much to manage, right? Just way too much to manage. So I really am not right now actively trading those. I place one MNQ trade or one MES trade on there to try to keep them active. I got 1 or 2 that I'll probably try to trade towards a payout. The other ones, I'll decide if I just want to kill them. Like Scott's in that situation right now. And I think I have 1 or 2 passed on backup. So I'll have to trade them at some point. But that's the deal with Top Step. Zach, I recommend you take a look at major stocks that make up the S&P 500. They can also give you strength pressure because there are instances where stocks are strong and you can't see it on the indices. Sometimes it shows the opposite on the indices, but it's better when everything aligns. Yeah, I think that's, just paying attention to correlations. That can be helpful. I used to have the Mag 7 that I would take a peek at every once in a while, but for the most part, again, my style, I use the tools that I use. I really don't like paying attention to the underlying assets. I don't really utilize a ton of different markets or look under the hood for the indice that I'm trading. Plenty of traders that do that, maybe even more so that don't. But again, I find that utilizing too much information for me just is too much, right? So if I'm paying attention heavily to the tools that I'm using, the technical stuff that I'm using, I just don't find that stuff helps me. Had 5 straight green days last week for the first time ever, lol, and had 4-day green streak this week. Damn, JP, you're on a heater, bro. Very nice. Very nice, man. Beautiful. Love to hear it. My iPhone 8 Plus is about a half a duck. Gotcha. JP, man, you're on a heater. Keep risk controlled, man. The same thing happens. Oftentimes when you go on a losing streak where confidence gets shaken. When you go on a winning streak, it can go the other way. You can get way out of hand. Confidence can get super high, maybe too high. But I would say, keep rolling while you're hot. I think lean into it, but be cautious. Be cautiously optimistic. But that's awesome, dude. Congratulations. I love to hear that. I love when people are doing well. My iPhone 8 Plus is about half a duck. Yeah, we talked about that. Sorry. Need an Aflac duck. Quack, quack. Yeah, guys, we are running duck races for giveaways later today. We got that coming up. Surprised you haven't gotten called to live with 89 payouts. Nah, with Top Step, Brian, I haven't taken that many from the same accounts. That's across 5 accounts that I'm trading individually. I have not. It's not copy trading. So I haven't taken that many payouts from the same account without losing one. That's the and they also haven't been massive, right? They haven't been massive run-ups or anything like that. Yes, you're right. Stocks I mainly have on my screen are the Mag 7. Yeah, looking at the Mag 7 can be helpful. Again, I think, correlations can be super helpful. I think correlations can be super helpful. Again, a lot of traders use them. A lot of traders don't. There's definitely a case to be made both ways, right? Like I've had traders on this stream, and I got 2 people coming on next stream. 2 guests, I got 2 guests coming on next week. It should be fun. 2 solid traders. But there's traders that I've had on here, like for example, Tanner, who's a badass trader, solid trader, live trader, who watches a ton, right? He watches all the correlated assets. He'll watch ES, NQ, YM, and then he'll also watch like QQQ, SPY. I think he'll actually look at exactly that what we're talking about, a bunch of underlying assets, right? And then you have other traders that I've had on that don't do that at all. They're hyper focused on the one chart that they are looking at, they're reading. They're not using, maybe correlated assets or underlying, underlying stocks that make up the indice that they're trading, for example. But I don't think there's any one right or wrong way to do that. I think that can be super helpful. For some, I think it can be harmful for others, right? Like I use Bookmap. I use Bookmap a ton. I think the same thing, right? You might say, dude, this is stupid. I don't like this at all. This is way too much information for me, right? Another trader might say, this is awesome. This gives me a whole new piece of information. I can read order flow in a very useful way, right? It just comes down to how much information can you utilize, right? Can you really focus on at the same time and stay focused and not have analysis paralysis? And then what information do you really believe in and have confidence in? I think if you are a fundamental trader, right, you're going to use a lot of fundamentals. If you're a technical trader, you're going to stay very, very technical, right? Most of the time, they don't completely cross over as a whole if you're trading the 1-minute chart on the U.S. indices. But, if, a whole trading strategy can be built around, I'm trading NQ and I'm watching what the Mag 7's doing, right? And if NQ is pumping while the Mag 7 is flat or starting to sell off, I start getting short. I look for shorts. I have a short bias, right? You can watch ES, NQ, YM, for example, and a whole approach can be based on that correlation or lack of correlation, right? Is NQ continuing to pump while YM and ES are selling off, right? You may start looking short on NQ. For me, I've done a lot of that in the past as far as like ES and NQ or YM and NQ. And oftentimes I just get caught trading the wrong chart, right? I'm trading NQ on ES and it doesn't run the way that I expect it to run. It can work very nicely sometimes. And again, that's just personal. So yeah, those are good, thought processes on things that might be able to help with trading. But for me personally, no, I'm happy to do it. I start doing it and I feel good doing it. Too much information for me, way too much. I start taking trades that don't make sense based on a bias that I formed that I don't have data rooted in, all that type of stuff. Yeah, BGF from Dubai. CFD. Cool. Just pulled up the old Schwab account. I believe it has $12 in it, but I think Thinkorswim is my favorite practice platform. Let me ask you guys this. For those of you that trade stocks, right? What platform do you do it on? I'm actually curious. If you're, maybe not active. I'm talking like position trade, swing trade. But if you're more active than like, your Roth IRA, for example, what platform do you do it on? I'm interested. I'm dealing with growing pains with platforms this year for live stuff. It's really painful. I'm not really enjoying it, but it's necessary, right? It's a necessary evil. So here we go. Can we get the sell-off on this one, boys and girls? We're back down to the lows. I think we're either going to see one of two things happen here. We're having good conversation in the chat while we're watching this trade start to play. I'm holding on to this bad boy, guys. I'm holding on to this bad boy. At least back down towards VWAP, towards the 95s. I'd like to even hold it farther than that. I really would. But then then the trade thesis is a big sell-off, right? So far, this has not even moved 10 points in my direction. Close, but no cigar. VWAP is about 13.5 points in my direction so far. I think we got a decision-making point coming up here, right? We are selling back off. We got a little double top going, although we did break the high. Maybe we come down here, put a higher low in, or just sweep this low, come all the way back up. We do that, I do think we're grinding higher, right? I'm dead wrong. We are pushing higher. We start to sell off. One of two things I think can happen. We knife lower, and we effing completely erase this move. We come way down back below session lows, all the way back down to overnight low. Or we potentially find buyers at VWAP, buyers at overnight high, and then grind back up higher, right? So I'm going to hang on to this one for now with you guys live, right? Even though it's going to feel good to clip it and just say, oh, I'm only down $100 now, right? Got to hold my trades. But we'll see. We will see. Let's see what we get. So far, buying the breakout wouldn't have played too nicely. You would have been 2.25 points in profit and back down almost 11 points for a stop out right below this low. But let's see if that's what's going on. Let's see if we come down here, take everybody out that was getting long, fill some liquidity. This could be a quick wick and a reversion back up. But CVD really helped me out with this one, guys. It's really an additional piece that gave me some confidence. Bookmap helping out with this one. But again, trade's still on, right? Stop loss isn't moved. Take profit's not there. So we can turn around right from here. Thinkorswim, since TD Ameritrade owned it. Yeah, nice. Thinkorswim, which is now Schwab. Nice. Yep. Thinkorswim from my personal account for stocks and options. I believe Thinkorswim has all the bells and whistles. Nice. Yeah. We are on the same page there, guys. I try not to dox myself too much, give out too much information so you guys can come and rob me. I don't use Thinkorswim, though. I will say that. Or Schwab. But yeah, that's where I'm looking. That's when I was a rockstar trader. These days I feel like such a rookie. Different market, man. Different approach, right? Let's see what we get, chat. Again, I'm happy to demonstrate. You guys can go back and read the chat. I'm happy to demonstrate, not to like fade anybody or to not take into consideration what's going on, but a lot of times what traders struggle with, if they watch other people trade, they watch other live streams, they listen to news, they use that information and they just try to do what everybody else is doing, right? I don't know that there was a single person that said get short on this. I think everybody said long, grind higher, slow, grind higher. First trade, L, right? Second trade, don't know yet. We're down below this low. Let's see if this continues. But had I got long here, I'd be pretty upset right now, right? I'd be pretty disappointed. It wouldn't be my approach. It wouldn't be my strategy. If I have to take an L on this one, I'm still saying to myself, great trade. You did what you were supposed to do. Held on to that bad boy. You didn't get to take profit. It continued against you, right? But the thought process here is, and the reason I'm talking about it is, your approach is not going to work every day. And for every buyer, there's a seller. For every take profit you're hitting, somebody else is hitting a stop loss, right? That's how this game works. And if you try to hit a take profit every single day, the only thing you're going to ensure is that you hit a stop loss every day. So trade your system, trade your approach, right? I have an open community on here, and we always talk and take different things into consideration, talk about what everybody's got going on. I always love to hear everybody's input, but I'm not influenced by that, and I don't think you should be either, right? If your system says long, take the long. If your system says short, take the short. Even if everybody else around you or somebody else on a live stream is getting long or short. That's the way that you need to approach this game. It's demonstrated in real time by me multiple times this year. I had a couple different traders on here, but in one instance, over and over again, I had a trader on trading ES get long while I was getting short and get short while I was getting long. We both came out green. We both took our trade setups, even though we were conflicting, right? And we were both trading live together because that's the way that we trade. And in that instance, which isn't usually what happens, the way that we managed the trade, we both came out green. We both came out on top. So stick to your guns, stick to your approach. You're going to have to take L's. You're not going to win every day. Be cautious of the other information that you're taking into account, right? Watching other people trade, watching other people, the way that they interpret the market, their mindset, their risk management, their trade management, all of that can be helpful. But when it comes time to hit the buy and sell button, that has to come from you. If you're relying on that from somebody else, not helpful. Not helpful. Randy Baines. Yep. Randy Baines was on. He'll be back on. But Randy Baines, both times that he was on, faded me. Both times. And and not like intentionally, not like, oh, I think you're going to lose, but hey, my strategy says short, right? My setup is short right here and you're long. I got to take it, right? That's part of it, but yeah. Yes. Yeah, it was Randy Baines. What's up, Market Butcher? Been friends with him for 25 plus years. That's awesome. Yeah, Randy's awesome. Such a good dude. Yep. Like you always say, trading is subjective. Ameritrade since 97. Nice. Tasty trade is pretty, I've been on a stream 2 times. Nice, dude. You got to hop on my stream one day. We'll get you on here on YouTube and Kick and everywhere else. Heard Tasty trade is pretty good. Stop loss always gets hit. TP, not so much. Yeah, so we're getting some momentum here, guys. I'm watching this sell off. I know I'm still reading the chat, hanging out. We'll see. We'll see. We're not going for the money if you rob you. We're playing for ducks. Yeah, nice. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, nice. Reading the chat. All right, guys, we're getting close to VWAP here. This could be a dicey spot. We're coming out of this area of high volume. I'm hanging on for right now, but I'm acknowledging we could start to see some buyers step in here. Quack. Yeah, ducks are coming, bro. Ducks are coming. Get PW on stream. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get a little bit bigger before that, and I don't think he goes on anybody else's streams. I think he runs his own show, and he invites people on his streams. All right, let's see. Back to the 400s. Little pullback. Still a declining CVD. I still like this to the downside. I'm going to hang on to this one, guys. I want to make this a nice W or let it come back. That's my play. Zoom way out on this. Take a little look. See here. Yeah, if we just are going to make it a bullish day and blast to the upside, come through all-time highs, bulls in town on a Friday, I'm wrong, right? I'm just going to be dead wrong on this. But I could see a pullback to overnight high, even if we're going to do that, right? Even if we're going to blast off first, could see the pullback towards overnight high, right? Maybe even the 95s like I talked about for a potential TP. I could see this thing flipping bearish. I could see us coming all the way down and just faking everybody out a second time. But more so than that, I don't need that to be my trade thesis. I would just like a continuation of this selling to the downside back towards that 95 level. Chat, I will be right back. I'm going to let Chair trade with me for a minute. Be right back, guys, and we will get ready to run some duck races. It's 11:04. We had a late start. Duck races coming up. Be back in just a minute. Let's see. Chair, dude. What the hell, bro? Man, I thought Chair was going to have this covered, guys, but market reversing on Chair? That's bad. Not good. The infamous Chair, we meet once again. Took me forever to learn how to navigate think or swim. But like once, yeah, nice. Shorty took an L earlier on a short also. Yep. Will, another DLA day for me. Rough week, man. You got stopped at 98. Yeah, dude, I got cooked this week. Not, I mean, I shouldn't say cooked, but again, I try not to overdo it, right? Like, I was green yesterday, right? Not by much, but I was essentially break even on the live session, and then 3 W's for small risk on the power hour session. So I can't say that I got cooked, right? But red overall, and an overall tough week. Just the way the markets have moved for me personally in my approach, tough week, right? Generates a tough week, right? So I feel you, bro. I feel you. Keep your head on straight. Keep risk controlled. Don't do anything crazy, right? How many times on here you could ask, right? It's not that I don't go on tilt, not that I don't have issues, not that I have it all figured out, but how many times do you see me do something crazy after taking multiple wins or multiple losses, right? How many times do you see me way oversize or over risk on a position, right? You can go back through and watch all the morning sessions. I've been trading these accounts specifically for a while. I'm not super excited with the results, but I can't say the risk management was anything but really solid. The risk management on par, man, on par. I get close to that DLL level that I set for myself. That's it. It's a wrap. So, and if you can do that, you at least give yourself the chance to find out what's not working, where you can adjust and continue to move forward. But yeah, ES has been tough to deal with, man. Tough to deal with off the open. We were talking about NQ before. Play around, scalp an NQ. Super aggressive on low time frames is what I've been doing in the afternoon. I might bring some of that to the morning sessions. I might bring it to the midday sessions. We'll see. I might come back to scalping some NQ. That'll be fun. The infamous Chair, we meet again. I got stopped at 98. Chair is a boss. What up, Chair? I like the mask on the seat. It's a killer. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Not cooked either. I'm down 350 in a week trading 2 to 3 micros. Trying to wider stops, my strat. Trying to add wider stops, my strat. You can invite me on the stream, and I'll show them how not to trade. Red week for me. Yeah, man. It's part of it. It's part of it, right? I know socials. Listen, everybody loves to say, asked one just a minute ago. You guys are funny. I know on socials and everywhere else, everybody likes to hype the green weeks, right? And I hype them too. I have green weeks. We have win streaks, right? We got nice big days. That's part of it. I don't know anyone that does not have any losing trades or losing days. I will say maybe not everybody has losing weeks or months. Maybe they just have a very, very high win rate strategy or whatever it is. But you're going to take L's. You're going to take L's, especially as a beginner. You're going to take a lot of L's, right? And for the most part, majority of traders are going to have down weeks and down months, multiple. That doesn't mean you can't come out in insane profit, in the long term, right? Net green. But you got to be able to handle those losing streaks. And I really think once you figure out, once you get the basic technical analysis, you get a system down, you get risk management down, you get trade management down, right? You start to control tilt a little bit. I think the huge hurdle for so many, including myself, is how you handle losses, how you handle the losing streaks, the losing weeks. What do? Do you throw everything out the window and completely change everything you're doing? You start trading crude oil in the middle of the night in the Forex market? Do you over risk, over leverage, YOLO the account immediately as soon as you take one loss? Are you move completely from trend trading to reversals or scalping to position trading? Like, you're all over the map? Or do you keep it consistent and look at things in a decent sample size? You kind of keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, maybe you take L's and you start losing money, but you gather that data, you stay controlled and consistent, you keep your execution A+, but your system's failing, right? I would argue 95% of traders, and this is biased, right? Just in my opinion, what I've seen, including myself, 95% of traders are not losing money because they can't figure out a strategy that would work. They're losing because they can't execute it, right? They can't execute it when they're winning. They can't execute it when they're losing. They can't execute it when the market's not setting up for them. And it's all of that execution error, right? You can watch so many traders, I'm not even talking about myself, so many solid traders, right? Over long periods of time that make money trading. You can't do what they do because you're not them, number one. But why can't you do what they do, right? Why really can't you understand their strategy and their approach. Maybe some of it's discretion and intuition, but a lot of it is pretty damn mechanical from other guys, right? I'm pretty discretionary. It's because you can't execute. You don't have the confidence, you don't have the belief in the system and the strategy and the approach. And as soon as things start to swing one way or the other, where that's usually where guys get messed up, winning streaks or losing streaks, they jack it up straight into the ground. They run the thing right back into the ground. So that's the area to focus, right? That's the area to focus. So. But again, I will say it's not all mindset, right? It's not all, psychology, right? And emotions. You have to have something that provides a reasonable belief that you have an edge in the market, right? You're not just doing something random. You got to have some combination of either mechanical systematic trading and or discretion, right? Built on experience. You can't just come in day one with perfect, emotional control and mindset and have no experience and make that work. But as a whole, that is where I think the differentiator is. That's what I think differentiates the guys that make money in live accounts and prop accounts anywhere and stand a chance to, and everybody else, right? It's not some magic strategy. It's not some magic thing that they didn't figure out, and all of a sudden they add an EMA on the chart, and then they don't lose, right? No, that's just not it. So, rereading Best Loser Wins. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Hate losing. I'm not the best loser. Yep. Best Loser Wins. Here's the book list. Get the notepads out. Everybody get them out. Here's the book list from me. Guess what? Plot twist. It's all the most common ones. The ones that you already probably know. Best Loser Wins by Tom Hogard. Trading the Zone by Mark Douglas. Mental Game of Trading by Jared Tendler. Market Wizards. Let me actually give you the full book list. Hang on. I'll say it on here, and then maybe I'll clip it. Hold on. Because I posted it. These are all mindset and psychology books. I don't think you will be a worse trader after reading any of these books. I really don't think so. I don't think you will be a worse trader. Here it is. Ready? Start from the top. Those three. Trading the Zone, Best Loser Wins, Mental Game of Trading. Market Wizards, The Disciplined Trader, the older one from Mark Douglas. Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. Banger trade. You want to know what's going on in the prop firm world? By an old book. I said banger trade. Banger book. Really old book, but explains what bucket shops were. You can understand what a bucket shop is these days. Phantom of the Pits. You can read the version for free, the simplified version. And then a couple not trading books that are solid for mindset psychology. Think and Grow Rich. Really old one. You've probably heard of it. Napoleon Hill. I've read that one multiple times over. That is limiting beliefs. That is believing in yourself without a shadow of a doubt. And if you don't believe, you're not going to achieve that whole deal. Financial Risk Taking by Mike Elvin. That's a decent one. It gets a little bit technical, and that is a trading book. Non-trading book, Can't Hurt Me, David Goggins. You want to listen to a gnarly story of someone's horrible upbringing and how they have willed themselves to do amazing, great things that most people can only dream of doing and will never, ever achieve. Read that book. It's fantastic. A Man for All Markets, solid one. And then a couple other ones that are not trading books. Meditations and Thinking Fast and Slow. Those are pretty solid. Thinking Fast and Slow. Yeah. Handful of other ones that people have added. Yeah, somebody else added Meditations, even though I wrote that. There's a handful of ones. If you want that full list, hop in the free Discord. I'll throw the link for the chat in the free Discord. But you don't even have to read these days, man. You can just listen to them on tape. Like I train, I run a ton. I listen to Mental Game of Trading, Best Loser Wins, and Trading the Zone on repeat. I've listened to Think and Grow Rich a number of times also, but I listened to those three books on repeat. It's like a study meditation type of a deal. It's a reminder, right? A constant reminder. Maybe I'm just hard-headed and you don't need to listen to the same book over and over again, but I think if you haven't read any of those books, I don't think you'd be a worse trader. I think you would be in a much better spot to understand the markets, understand the game of probabilities, and how your emotions come into play, your psychology and mindset. I really think they're solid. So, again, and that's not crazy, right? That's like kind of like rite of passage, Read all of those. Let's see. Have them all on Audible. Yeah. Oh yeah. And again, like maybe you drive, maybe you have, you drive for work, you commute, maybe you work out, right? Instead of just listening to BS or random crap, replace that, right? You want to be serious about trading, you want to get better, or you just want help in your own life and fix your mindset. Run those back on audiobook, man. That's what I do. That's how you grind it into your subconscious mind. Yeah, hell yeah. Listen, let me look at Strava. Let me see how much per week I'm actually running. And I'll tell you. 9 out of 10 runs, I'm listening to a trading psychology book, right? So that's how I start my morning, right? I go on a run and listen to an hour of a trading psychology book. Let me just actually get a look. Yeah, we're talking 8 hours, 8+ hours a week. This week's light because I got a nice race coming up. Who's going to be better? The version of you, and I talk about this, not to be the whole mindset or it's corny, whatever, but this is the sauce, dude. It's not some effing magic on here. What's going to be the better version of you? The dude or girl, because we got girls in here, that wakes up early every day and goes on an hour-long run while listening to Trading in the Zone or any other psychology book or mindset book or trading book before getting ready for the charts, hops on the charts early, reviews, looks at their strategy, lists out what they're going to do and not do. Or the version of you that just wakes up late, hungover, and tired because you were staying up, eating garbage and drinking and smoking. Probably that first one, right? Going to smoke the second one. So think about that. You don't have to be super hardcore about it. You could listen to 15 minutes here and there while you're commuting, while you're running errands or whatever it is, instead of just doom scrolling or watching whatever BS on your phone, which I'm guilty of all the time. Find a way to throw that in there, man. Stuff is powerful. That's why I talk about it. That's the sauce. That's the real sauce. But that's the stuff that nobody wants to do. They don't want to do that. Sad, but that's the truth. Mark Douglas is king. Everything he has, I listen to over and over again. Notes. Yeah, man. I think if you asked like the retail world what the best trading book is, that's the one that everybody knows. It's the one that everybody mentions. Rest in peace, Mark Douglas. Solid, man. Super, super solid. Super solid. 11 for 12. 11 for 12 today for 460. I'm going to call it. Happy Friday. Redo, bro. Wrap it up. W's in the chat for that, dude. It's crazy. Very well done. I'm sure scalping away. I do that 3 to 4 times a week, but I walk for an hour every day and other music and say, yeah, nice, for sure. Again, sometimes I'll bike for a long period of time. I won't bring headphones or I'll run for a long period of time. Sometimes, right? I won't bring headphones. I'll just be alone with my thoughts, right? That's why I said like 9 out of 10 runs. I'm listening to a trading book. Sometimes, right? But I prefer to do that for like races or like really long stuff, to just go no headphones and be an absolute psychopath. Let's see. Now TP will smash. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have a TP, so I'm guessing you're TP. Let's see. Probability and outcome. Hold on. Nice. I'll have to check that out. Probability and outcome. Watch the movie. Heaven can't wait. Can wait. I'll watch that one. Yep. I walked out to the parking lot of the... I just wish I had a cigarette, but I quit 2 years ago. Yeah, Scott, no cigarettes either today. Be ready for TP. Big fall coming. Oh, let's go, dude. All right, we got a name I can't pronounce. I love it. He's ready for the he's ready for the big fall. I like it. He's ready for the drop off. Yeah, I'm holding this because I'd like a dip down. CVD is continuing to drop off. We're at 11:20 a.m. here. I want to see this drop. We got liquidity down here around overnight high. Again, like I said, the 95s, I'm cautious because we got VWAP there. But I'd really like to see this even into the 90s, man. This could be sweet. Otherwise, I think we find buyers here and we crack to the upside, right? And I'm just dead wrong. But we're hanging on to this bad boy. That's the play. So I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. What is the market doing, bro? I don't know, Colby. This is choppy up here, consolidating overall, right? If we just take a look at it, choppy, consolidating. Read half a trade in the zone. Start when we go. Hell yeah. 200 EMA is so good. Nice. Yeah, 200 EMA is usually around where the VWAP is going to be for the most part on the 1 minute chart. Looks like a head and shoulders. Yeah, maybe. Head and shoulders to the downside, right, Neo? Kaz asks Zach, how do you decide when a trade is no longer a long-term trade versus a quick scalp? For ES here, it just depends on whether or not it moves, right? It's a quick scalp if it drops in my direction. What I do on NQ is quite different, right? Yes for sell, nice. What I do on NQ is quite different. They're all going to be, pretty quick scalps, right? For ES, it just matters if it's going to move really quickly. I would like these to be aggressive reversion style scalp trades, but sometimes this crap happens, right? Where we have not moved even 1R. Oh, we did. We actually did. We got right there. Yeah, it got close. Yeah, 550 profit maybe. Sometimes we do this. We chop back and forth, and I don't get the movement that I'm looking for. So I just hang out. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. Is there a restriction on the number of trades you could take on top one futures? No. Let me back that up. I think there's going to be a frequency of trades that would be too high. Right, I would think there would be a frequency of trades that would be very, very, very high. That would be like excessive, and they would probably say is a prohibited practice. But I think it would have to be really extreme. I'd say the minimum hold time rule is probably what I would look at. But I mean, how many trades are we talking about? Let me ask that. Like, you're asking, is there a restriction number of trades? What number of trades are you thinking of taking? And then maybe we'll say if we think that's going to be excessive or not. Have you taken payouts from top one yet? Yes. I just put a video out this morning, Yassine, about the payout that hit the bank this week. You can take a look at that. I go through what was working for me and some of the 50K accounts, the whole payout process, kind of what everything looks like on the dashboard. I had a bunch of people ask me like how to do it, all that type of stuff. So got a video that dropped this morning if you want to watch that one since you're here on YouTube. In these accounts, it's been just straight back and forth, though. I will say that. These accounts have been an absolute grind. This 7-pack that I've been trading with you guys, it's like I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone or Groundhog Day, man. It's back and forth, back and forth. I've been talking about it, and you're on here often. Push these bad boys into profit, drug them back down into drawdown, back into profit, now back into drawdown after this week. These are the original pack of 7 straight to sim funded pro, the 150Ks that I'm attempting not to blow and to work slowly towards payouts into maybe a live account, because I can get moved into a large size live account if I put up a whole bunch of buffer in these bad boys, maybe after taking the first payout. So the drawdown locks, but it's been a fucking, excuse my language, been a nightmare in these, man. Part of it, not terrible, can't complain holding on to stuff, but just very back and forth. I had to make some adjustments. I shouldn't complain. I had to learn. On the front end. These are the first set of accounts that I'm trading with an intraday trailing drawdown, right? And I adjusted for that, and I talked about that in the past, trade management-wise, what I've had to adjust for, and then how I adjusted too much, that type of stuff. So I can't complain too much, but these ones are a slog, man, a slog. So if I keep having red days, I'm not going to hold on to them much longer. I will tell you that. If I finish this one out 1,000 red, I'm not going to have a lot of room to work. But you guys can see it live here every damn day. You can hang out on here, watch the stream. They all stay up across platforms. You can watch the wins. You can watch the losses. You'll watch in real time me work towards a payout or a blown account. Looks like absorption now on cumulative volume delta. We're at negative 5,000 above VWAP here, starting to sell off. We're sitting here around this high volume area, and I don't know if we're going to have to come up one more time, maybe before we come down. I don't know if we just find buyers here and continue the upside. I love my boy that was getting hyped up on the sell-off. I'd love to see it. And guys, I'm not going to ask for too much more out of this. I've been hanging out till 11:30 with you guys here. I'm going to run a second stream today. I got to get some stuff done in the middle of the day, and we got duck races to run. So I'm not going to ask for a ton out of this. We come down and wick through VWAP. I'm going to look to take this. That's it. If not, we just pull this crap. I'm going to take the stop out. It is what it is. So that's my thought process. Watch the real deal. CVG dropped so much on ES. Yeah, bro. I like watching. I like watching CVD. I really do. It doesn't always work, right? Just like any other tool, we could have a hella negative CVD and just grind to the upside all day. It happens. 60 plus watching, 34 likes. Smash the like button. You know the deal, guys. Smash the like button. Getting ready to run the giveaway while we're waiting for this thing to run. We'll get ready to drop this form. Go ahead and hit the like button, guys. While we're waiting for that, if you want to check out Top 1 Futures, 55% off. These are the accounts that I'm trading here live with you guys every damn day. I'm hella bullish on Top 1 Futures. Instant funded accounts. You got a couple different options to choose from. You got the end of day or the straight to sim funded pro. Both of these bad boys are 55% off. And I'm going to give you everybody listen up for a second. I'm going to give you a bit of input that I'm not so sure that I wasn't saying this before, but I'm going to give it to you. 55% off with code RDF. It's better than the email, better than Discord, better than anywhere you find. But here's the extra sauce. Go to the main website. Hit the link that I'm about to throw in the chat. That's my affiliate link if you want to. I stand to make money. I'm partnered. I'm biased, right? Can't be unbiased. Make your own decisions. Go to the site. Fill out the email newsletter on the email newsletter, and you will get an additional stackable code that you can use on top of code RDF. They work together. I don't know how long they're going to do that for. I'm going to whisper. I don't know how long they're going to do that for. I don't know if they want me to say that or not, but I'm going to give it to you guys on this fine Friday. 55% off of code RDF. I have not said that on the lives yet. Go to the site if you want. If you want, make your own decision. Sign up for the email newsletter from them, nothing to do with me. There's an additional stackable code that you can use on top of code RDF to get even more than 55% off. That's all I'm going to say about it. Nobody ask any questions in the chat. Nobody put that in writing. If you have more questions, go to the Discord. Now, here's the link in the chat. Here's the link in the chat. No like button on Kick. Yeah, we're just going to throw ducks. Throw ducks in the Kick chat. All right. Does Top 1 ever let you have more than 3 accounts? You can have 3 instant funded accounts, Trader Julie Kate. You can have 5 straight to funded pro accounts right now. They run promotions where they allow you to have more than 5 accounts. I don't think they're ever going to allow more than 3 instant fundeds. The rule set's pretty clean, and I think it just allows for just way too much craziness. The straight to sim funded pros, they allow you to scale more. They've had up to 9 at a certain point. Right now, I've got a 7-pack of them. You can copy trade up to 5. Now, right there is the news. Double whammy for your money. Yep. Does Top 1 ever let you have... instant funded. Yeah, 3. I don't think they're going to allow more than 3 accounts. But again, you could be copy trading 5 straight to sim funded pro and 3 with Top 1 futures right now if you wanted to. Not all together, though. Jose! What's up, dude? We got New York. New York in the chat. Oh, man, we got everybody on this stream. This is good. This is good. All right, now we're definitely running the duck races. You guys ready? We're going to drop the form in the chat in just a minute here. Thumbs up. You're a braver man than me. CVD drop. Yeah, we're going to see. My guy, what's up, Jose? What's up, everybody? MB, MFB, 1311, Carlos, Neo, David. We'll give the boys and girls in Kick some love. Hella emojis. All right, guys, let's get ready to run it. Again, we are going to drop a giveaway form in the chat right now. Here's the deal. Fill it out one time. It's this first duck race. The first giveaway is going to be for a straight to funded Sim Pro account, a 50K. Straight from Top 1 Futures. Value, I don't know if I think the lowest you can get it if you did both things that I just said is like $259. Regularly, it's way more than that. We will run another duck race. But also, before I throw the form out, I'm saying this clearly. You have to stay on the live stream. You have to be here to claim it if your duck wins. If you're not here, if you can't even hang out till the duck race for 10 minutes, somebody else is going to get the win. So I'm saying that now, I'm making it very clear. Also, there's no lucky numbers on this. We're just running hella duck races and giving out hella accounts. There's no lucky numbers. You don't have to throw your lucky number in the chat. Your name's going to go on a duck. Here we go. Going over to kick for 5X. I know we are not supposed to ask, but Trader Julie Kate, I just said it. All right, delete the comment now. Hurry up. Go to Discord. If anybody wants info, more detailed info, after I hop off the live on what I just said, I would whisper and then not ask, and then not say. The good job. Go to Discord, go to the free Discord, and I will tell you how to get even more than 55% off of Top 1 futures. Just so you know, the deal is 50% everywhere. Email, Discord, the promotions they send is 50%. I already got the sauce with code RDF. I'm going to give you even more sauce. If you are actually interested, go to Discord, go to my Discord. I will tell you as soon as I get off the stream. But I'm trying to play by the rules here. I'm trying to not overdo it, and I'm definitely overdoing it. I'm giving out way too many accounts, and I'm giving everybody the sauce. But I like you guys. You're awesome. You're over here giving other people the accounts back. It's crazy. I can't try to not help you guys out. So, what's up, Keith? What's going on? You said hello, Dave. My name's Zach, but what's up, bro? Link to your Discord. Here's the Discord, guys. One more time. This is the 100% free trading Discord. It's through WAP, however you say it. You need an email to get in there. Go to the Discord if you are genuinely interested. Code RDF is the sauce, but I got even more sauce. I just said it. You can go back on the stream, but I will give detailed instructions and answer what Trader Julie Kate was just bringing up in here, okay? All right. Let's run it, guys. Wait, now I messed it up. We're going to get ready to run some duck races. What is happening here? I don't know, man. Should I just take it, guys? What do we got going on here? I got to run a duck race. Back to break even. That's it. That's all I'm going to get. Can we get $100 out of it? Before I drop this form, we're still in a trade here. 95s. I said 95s. I will front run this level. Let me just see exactly where it is. Hold on one second. I'll front run this level. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Come back down to VWAP, hit it, or I'm going to go stop loss to break even. All right. Now you know what we're doing, guys. Stop loss to break even plus a tick. $500 in profit showing. I want the 95s. I have no reason to close before then. We got VWAP right down around that level. Could find buyers right there. I'm looking to front run some orders at 95. Dropping on the CVD. This looks good to the downside. We got some orders we got to get through on NQ. If I look, excuse me, that was NQ bookmap. We don't have orders to get through on ES. I'm front running the orders at that I see 207, 210 on the book at 63.95 by a half a point, by about half a point. All right, guys. That's enough of trading. We've watched it all morning. You know what time it is. Form is live in the chat. There it is in Kick. There it is in YouTube. If you're on X, you got to get over to Kick or YouTube. If you're on X and you're in the live chat, you're listening, there's 20 of you right now. Head over to YouTube. Head over to Kick. The form is in there. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, but I can't do it so many times. It's just too much stuff to manage. All right, guys. Go ahead and get the form filled out. Remember, 1 entry per person. Don't spam the form. Don't use your grandmas and your emails. Username. I'm repeating myself here, but just so you guys know. First race is going to be for a straight to funded Sim Pro account. 50K with Top 1 futures. If we run additional duck races, which I think we're going to do, we will have, what do we got? What do we got, chat? Come on, man. Give me the TP. Order filled. There we go. We got a TP. Yay. $131. Back to break even plus $131. Can't complain, right? Can't complain. Just because I lost the first trade doesn't mean I can hold the second trade to be $10,000, right? If I wasn't going to hold the first trade to be $10,000, which is ridiculous to say. But 1L, 1W, risk managed well, took it back to VWAP. No complaints. No complaints. Faded all you guys that said I was crazy for getting short. So shout out to following your system. All right, guys, form is in. I said the fall is coming. Yeah, where's all the dudes that said the fall wasn't coming? One guy got it, Taj. Shout out to Taj in the chat. To be fair, you did say the fall was coming after I was short for hella long. To all the other traders that went and faded me, I hope you made money also, right? Everybody else says, yo, I hope you lost money. Hope you made money. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Let's get some background music playing here. Actually, I don't want to get banned from YouTube. I keep getting copyright strikes on YouTube, so I can't do that. Are you gonna SL Tarek? I don't know what that means. I think you meant to say Trail SL, but you said, are you gonna SL Chalik? But if you saw what happened there, I did go stop loss to break even before I got completely distracted with you guys here. Excuse me. Nice W's. W's in the chat, guys. Great way to end a trade day. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Form says 8-7, but today's the 8th. Does it matter? It does say 8-7, and today is the 8th. But yeah, no, it doesn't matter. That's my typo. We're good. We are good. It's not over yet. You're right. It's not over yet. We have Power Hour stream coming up. We're going to be scalping NQ like straight up degenerates. And by straight up degenerates, I just mean scalping in a way that makes sense to us based on discretion, price action, market structure, order flow. I just think it's funny when everybody yells about scalping or yells about negative risk to reward or whatever it is. Trade however you want to trade. How do I subscribe to Kick? Guys, ready? Check this out. As we're getting the duck race going, I'm gonna do this even bigger. I think I need like 3 more subs to be able to get verified on Kick, which really doesn't do anything. And then I need a whole lot more to get partnered. But I'm going to help you guys out. I'm going to incentivize you. The next 3 people that sub to Kick. I can't do that. All right, I'm going to say it in Discord. I got to try not to break rules here, guys. If you're not in Discord, you're not in Discord. Here, ready? Get in Discord already, and I'm going to give you guys some extra sauce here. Here's how you, first off, you sub to Kick by going to this site right here. I'm going to link it in YouTube chat right here. Here you go. There it is. If you sub to Kick, which is not the same as following. You can follow on Kick or you can subscribe on Kick. Subscribing is different than following. And I don't like asking for everything. I do everything free 99, but I can't physically buy my own subs without making 1,000 free accounts and whatever it is. If you come over to Kick and you sub on Kick, you get 5 times entries. But also, I'm about to say something in Discord that I can't say alive. Ready? All right. Comment is in Discord. You can go ahead and figure out. No, Kobe, you can't. CR7LK7. No, you don't have to do that. Oh, actually, yeah, you can. Yes. Yeah, you can sub on another account, but you can't gift subs. Technically, you can sub more than one time from the same account on Kick. It's called gifting subs, I think. I don't know. I'm not the expert streamer on Kick. But you can gift subs, which is cool to do, whatever. I appreciate anybody that supports me. But the count for verification and for partner has to be individual unique subs and viewers and chats and all this stuff that they ask for. So again, let's not get too sidetracked. There's the link to Kick. You can follow on Kick and get the streams for free. It's the lowest latency and there's no ads. If you want 5 times entries, you can subscribe to Kick, which costs, I think it's $4.99, right? It's $4.99 to sub to Kick. To sub to my Kick. Hop in Discord and read what I just wrote. Maybe that will incentivize a couple more people to sub to Kick. Next 3 people get what I just wrote in Discord. All right. Can you please link to Discord? Yes. We can link to Discord. Sorry, guys. I got a couple things that I try to do. You know, obviously, we're trying to have some. But that's not so. I got too many apps. Okay, no worries. I double checked to see who filled the form out, guys that are filling it out, guys and girls. Somebody said they're subbed, but they put no. I double check to see who filled the form out and who is subbed, and then they get 5 times entries. All right, let's get the duck race ready. Form is live in the chat, guys. Go ahead and get it filled out if you want an entry to win a straight to funded Sim Pro 50K account from Top 1 Futures. Let's get it rolling. We're going to get the ducks loaded up. We're going to get the ducks to the gate. W on a Friday. Can't complain, man. Can't complain. Look at that. Look at that. Still selling off, chat. I don't know. I think we come all the way back down on this, but not gonna hold for an insane breakthrough VWAP. CVD and Bookmap, baby. That helped me on ES today. Definitely helped me on ES today. Let's get this rolling. Let's get this show rolling. I'm gonna say, guys, I'm gonna give you a little bit of time. We got a lot of responses rolling in here. We got a ton of people on. We got like 61 people, 62 people on YouTube. We got 86 showing on Kick. We got how many? 20 showing on the live on X. Got hella people on. I appreciate you guys. I'm at like almost 200 people watching this across socials. It's crazy. Y'all are crazy. I know you're here for the duck races, though. I filled out a form on Kick. Can I do YouTube too? No, it doesn't matter. It's the same form, Scott. Same form, guys. It's all one form. No worries. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let's see. No, just so you guys know. No, Zach, is gifting subs the same thing as subscribing? No, gifting subs is different than subscribing. Gifting subs is just gifting more subs. But you can subscribe by hitting it one time. Somebody tell me, does it say $4.99? This is not like my subscription. It's not something that like I set up. This goes to Kick. It's not like I get paid on that, but that's not what I'm doing here or why I'm doing it here. Let me just clarify this again. I do everything free, right? Free 99, no course. I don't give a shit about the $4.99. I'm sorry to say that, but if you think that I'm here trying to make $4.99, you're very wrong. You need a certain amount of unique subs. Okay, yeah, it is $4.99. Kick requires you to have a unique amount of subs, a minimum amount of view time, minimum amount of viewers, followers, unique chatters before they give you the check mark. You get verified, you get partnered, you get a bunch of cool stuff that you can do on Kick. So I'm trying to grow that, and I'm trying to incentivize you guys. You can go to Discord, and you can confirm that I don't give a shit about the $4.99, excuse my language, based on what I said in Discord. So, yes. But no, you can't give subs to yourself. Otherwise, I would just pay however much I need to do it. You can't get all the subs from one person to prevent that from happening. So, anyway, Kick is so much better. Happy you decided to stream here. Hell yeah. Kick is sick. Super low latency. It's super fast. I got 20 people on X. For you guys that are listening from Twitter right now, I got 20 of you are on there. You're watching this delayed by multiple seconds, just so you know. It's hella delayed. YouTube is pretty quick. I have ultra low latency or whatever it is, lowest latency selected on YouTube. But Kick is faster. And YouTube does get ads because I'm monetized on YouTube. Kick, no ads. Outside of me yapping about prop firms. So, Form is there. Guys, if you have questions, we can figure it out after. I'm subscribed now, new. No, you're not. Nobody's subscribed. Nobody subbed. Guys, again, on Kick. I know this is new for a lot of people because not everybody is on there. I see people in Discord. If you're in the Discord, you're listening live, you're not subbed. You're not subbed on Kick. I got 8 people this morning. I got 8 people now. I can see when people sub. Nobody else subbed. 3 more on here. I'm going to give you guys a chance. You'll get 5 entries into the duck race. But if not, I don't care. We're going to run the duck race. It is what it is. I'll figure it out. All right. Let's get ready to run the duck race. Nah. Again, I don't want to take too much time with the Kick stuff. It's cool. I appreciate you guys trying to help me out. I'm trying to help you guys out. I'm trying to do it in a way where I help everybody and you guys help me and you get incentivized and all that fun stuff. But I also don't want to delay it for everybody on here that's just hanging out and we start talking too much about Kick subscribers and crap like that. Damn, someone put their name as Loser. Looser. Loser? Loser, but not... That's funny. You can run your name as that. That's mad funny. All right. Actually, to the person that put that, if you win, I actually need your full name. So you can run the race like this for now, but I would need your full name. Randy's back. We got a lot of the OGs in here, guys. I don't know. All right, guys. I'm gonna put a timer on the clock. I'm gonna say 11:50. This has been a long stream. I've been hanging out with you guys all morning. I'm gonna try to hop back on for Power Hour. I'm gonna need a little break in here, so I'm gonna give you guys 3 more minutes to get the form filled out. 3 more minutes to get the form filled out, and then we are running the duck race. Last chance. Let me throw the graphic up. Go ahead and get it filled out, and then we are not accepting any more responses. Remember, don't spam it. We had one warning yesterday. I'm gonna tell you right now. Anybody spammed it, filled it out more than one time, you're getting the boot. We had our good friend JJ, my man Jim from yesterday. It's okay. He's a good dude, and we gave everybody 1 pass yesterday. Don't test it today. Plus, you got like 47 chances to win. There's like never that many people on here. Oh, we got a lot of people today. But there's not that many people on here relative to other people's streams that have thousands of people. And you have a multiple chance out of those people to win because I'm going to run the duck race more than once today. We're going to run some duck races today, all right? That's why not a bad day to get your 5 times entries, but you can do whatever you want to do. All right. We got names loaded up. I'm just doing the double check through. Let's go, guys. 2 minutes. 2 minutes till the form shuts down, and we are running the duck race. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. How do I get in? Guys, the form, giveaway form. Hang on one second. Let me, if you guys missed the giveaway form, here it is. Kick. There it is again. That is the giveaway form for a 50K straight to funded is going to be the first round. There it is on YouTube again. Hang on, guys. I will answer some questions in a minute, but we're getting this duck race set up. Nah, nobody else subbed. So the people that subbed earlier this week are getting 5 times entries. Let's look at who we got. Who we got on here today? Let's see. Getting this loaded up. Let's see, chat. Yeah, guys, again, a bunch of you on the forum, just so we're clear. A bunch of you on the forum put that you subscribe to Kick. You might have followed on Kick, but you didn't sub to Kick. Subbing costs $4.99. And if you go in Discord, you'll see how maybe that might be in your benefit outside of getting a 5 times entries. You don't have to do anything. Free means free. You can get entries all day, every day into the giveaways. You can hang out on here for free, all that fun stuff. But I wanted to make that clear so you guys understand that on the front end. And again, like I just said, I really don't care about all these Kick subs. I appreciate it. Not that I don't care about it. I appreciate it. You give me $1, I think, that could be something huge to everybody. But you don't have to do all that. I do it all free, but I'm required to have a certain amount of Kick subs to reach certain achievements on Kick and get additional benefits and all this fun stuff. So that's where we're at. All right, we're getting loaded up. Remember, you got to chill on the live session to be here to claim it if your duck wins. If you dip out and you're not here, so help you good graces of Duckland. All right, the dudes and girls that did sub to Kick, you are loaded up with a 5 times entry. All right, all right. Trying to answer it. All right. All right, guys, we are shutting down this this form right now. We are done. I went a couple minutes past. We have, we got a lot of responses today. Chat, it's going to be a stacked duck race, chat. This is a nice duck race. Oh, we are all the way up. We are all the way up to the 100 on the duck race. Oh my gosh. It's going to be all the way there. Hang on. Yup. We're putting 100 ducks on the line, chat. Hang on. Let me let's go, chat. Hang on 1 second. Is awesome. All right. We have Brian, you get the form filled out? Hang on 1 second. Brian dipped. Okay, he doesn't get the 5. Hang on 1 second. Sorry, guys. Trying to make sure everybody gets a fair chance. We keep it fair, even for the friends and friends of friends. All right. Oh, my God. We have 99. Perfect. Okay. Let's run it, guys. Let's run it. Ducks are on the line. Chat. Get ready. First form. First giveaway. First duck race. I don't know that we're going to do another one. We'll find out. First duck race is for the 50K straight to funded pro account from Top 1 Futures. Should I make it big? Because I can. I don't know if this is any better. Kind of blocked by my face, but all right. And the banner has to get moved. Hold on. All right. 2 minutes on the board. We're full screen. Don't freak out if you don't see your duck. There's a 99 on here, all right? Sometimes the screen, the half of them fall off. They go to sleep. They don't make it. You have people in here that have multiple ducks because they sub to kick. Oh yeah, Jose. Yes. Jose says not this. Yes. We are running duck races. Get ready. Can't see the timer. You should be able to now. May the duck spirit be with you. Let's see. Duck soup, chat. Let's see what you guys said. Ask anything crazy. No, you guys are good. All right. Let's run it, guys. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. All right. Remember, these are long races, guys. Tell your duck to chill out. Make sure your duck has stamina, right? Your duck exercises good risk management. Let's see what we got. Chat. All right, we got a mix here. Yeah, again, guys, only like the top 20 show on screen, right? You know, so many people are back and behind. But let's see what we got. Pally up front again. Yo, you got lucky ducks on here. Loser, the dude who put loser in all caps with the red duck all the way out front. Byron W with the snowflake duck. I can't pronounce that name. That's the other red duck, but you're up front. Udin, a name I've never saw. You're up front. Kingpin. Kim with the snow hat has taken first place all the way up front. Let's see. We got Pally, Ralph holding it up top with 2 ducks. Richard Weber. Let's see what we got, guys. 48 seconds left. Let's see what we got rolling. Winner will get how much? This is for a straight to funded Sim Pro prop firm account from Top 1 Futures. Zion OP. That's what we got rolling right now. I'm the ugly duckling. Let's go, guys. Let's see what we got. No, too soon. Come on. My duck is Vladimir Putin. Paul C. Oh, no. Who we got? Kim Z with the COVID duck up top. Ali B out of nowhere. Andres M. David S. Oh, no. Andres fell off. 10 seconds left. Mark B down on the bottom. Nils. Are we going to have a come from behind victory out of nowhere? I don't know. Somebody's making a run for it. Gabor making a run for it. I think he won earlier this week. Gabor P made a run for it. Congratulations, Gabor. I have my duck a pre-workout drink this morning. Oh, man. Gabor P, are you here in the chat? Where are you? You have to be here to claim it. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, Gabor. I want a refund. You can get a refund for $0. That's how much this stream costs. Come on, Kim. Loser with the crying face. Gabor, are you here? What is your name in Discord? Let's find out. Like I said from the beginning, I was very clear, guys. You have to be here to claim it. Oh, it's Pally. Oh, what? Out of nowhere. No way. Oh, my gosh. Round 2. I didn't see it in kick. There you are here. Pally with a second or third stream. Oh, my gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm streaming in multiple spots. Pally is the winner, a.k.a. Gabor P. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I pronounce everybody's names like terribly. Guess what, guys? Don't go anywhere. We are racing again. We're going to run it back. We're running another duck race today. Everybody chill out. That first one was for the Straight to Sim Funded Pro. I got to make a note because I almost forgot who won yesterday. Hang on. That was for the 50K Straight to Sim Funded Pro account from Top 1 Futures. We're going to run this one back right here, guys. This one is for the 25K Elite Challenge account from Top 1 Futures. I see people hopped in late. I can't add you. Once I close this out, we do it. I can't add everybody in. We got 100 ducks on the line. Zion OP, you will be in the next race tomorrow. Or you can hop on later today. I'm running them later today. All right, chat. I don't know. We got a couple people hopped off the stream. I don't know. Maybe they don't think they want to win. I'm not sure. We got the ducks line back up. Everybody chill out for a second. Hold on. Everybody chill out for a second. While we have the ducks line back up, we're taking a cool down. I'm going to throw this in there one more time. If you subscribe to Kick, this is the last time I'm going to plug this because I would assume that more of you would want to subscribe. I don't know. Pally's won multiple times so far. Read the Discord. Read what I said in Discord. I'll incentivize you to subscribe to Kick. And you get 5 times entries. Okay? Not going to do it on this one. Like I said, I'm not changing this up. The ducks are on the line. But we have another stream coming up later today. If you want 5 times entries, we're running more duck races. All right, guys, let's run this one. This is for a 25K Elite Challenge account from Top 1 Futures. Let's go ahead and get it on the line. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, I clicked it twice. 3, 2, 1, the ducks are off. Did I mute the duck noises? No, they're quacking. The ducks are off. Who is going to be winner number 2? Let's see what we got. No way. That is another great one. Let's do it. My duck had the flu. Want my crown back. Shuffle characters. Here we go again. Yeah, it's random. Listen, Pally, if you win again, I'm running it again. If you can't win 2 times in a row. I'm going to throw that one out there, Pally. Your ducks are on the line. I have to give other people a chance. You've won multiple times. Pally, I see you up front. If you win again, I'm running it back. I'll do something else for you, but we're going to run another one if Pally wins again. We're going to be fair. We're going to be fair. My duck better win. Jose, my duck has clothes on. Yay. I have a British duck. Yeah, I laugh at all the duck costumes that they have. Also, Neo, if you're on here, the person that was sending me, is it Neo? I think Neo was sending me all of this stuff for the marble race. Yeah. Was it Neo? Yeah, Neo, we're going to run the marble race, bro. I know you're on here. We're going to run the marble race. I'm going to get it set up. We'll have some fun. We'll have some fun. You can click a link to remove the winner before the race. Okay. Well, we'll get an extra duck race out of it. We'll kill 2 minutes. That's the worst thing that will happen here. All right, guys. 30 seconds left in the duck race. We got Strawberry Hat Kobe, We got a reindeer duck. That's the first one I've seen. Byron coming for the front. Andres, naked duck. Kim Z hanging up top. Ali B again making a run for it. Back to first place. I don't know. We've had some come from behind victories, guys. Neo M up top trying to creep in there. Oh, Colby coming out of nowhere. Let's see. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Who will we see it, guys? Who will we see take the W? Will we have another come from behind? Is Neo going to snag this one? Oh! Oh, man, we had a nail biter. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Nobu S. Are you here to claim the W? That was a down to the wire one. Are you here to claim the W? Let me see what your name is if you're on Kick or on let's see. NURB. What's up, bro? Are you on Kick or YouTube? Let's see. Oh, there he is. What's going on, bro? He made it. Congratulations. You are the winner of a 25K Elite Challenge account from Top 1 Futures. We are going to, let me just make sure I got your name. I do have your name. I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? I don't know. It's Friday. You guys were so cool yesterday. Do you think we should run another one, chat? You think we should run 3 duck races in the morning? I don't know. Let me know what you think in chat. Somebody's got to let me know in chat. What do you think? You think we should run more races? I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. Chat, let me know what you think. Throw some ducks in the chat. Maybe throw some comments. Let me see if we want to run another one. You guys let me know what you think. I'm going to grab a water. I'll read the chat when I get back. Maybe we'll run another one. I don't know. All right. Let's see what you guys said. Do we want to run another duck race? Let's see. I don't know. Everybody was saying no in the chat. No more duck races. We don't like the duck races. You don't want to win any free accounts. You guys, you don't like this? You don't like it? No, I'm just kidding, guys. Everybody said yes. I mean, not that many of you, actually. Spam the chat with some duck races. You know what we're doing. We're running it back. We got another 25K Elite Challenge account from Top 1 Futures on the line. We're giving out hella accounts today. I appreciate you guys. I know not everybody cares about winning free accounts or is here for the duck races, but I don't mind having some fun with you guys. We took our trade. We took 2 trades. We took our W's. And if this helps you guys out, get funded, get some accounts to trade, to work in, whatever it is, I'm happy to give back to you guys. Let's go. Now this is a frenzy. JP has been asking for this all week. You finally got it, JP. Here it is. We got the 3rd duck race. Here we go, guys. Again, for a 25K Elite Challenge account from Top 1 Futures. I'm going to throw this in the chat one more time. I saw a couple people ask. A couple people couldn't get into the Discord. 100% free trading Discord is in the chat right here. If you want to hop in, if you want to stay tuned on giveaways, on live trading like I do every damn day, that's the spot for it. I give you all the sauce that I possibly can. We got almost 2,000 members in there sharing their journey, talk about news, talk about prop firms, talk about everything under the sun, right? Even stuff that I can't talk about on the live sessions. Along with that, you got more chances to win today if you didn't win now. And if you want to see what some hardcore NQ risk reward scalping looks like, we'll be back for Power Hour, 3 p.m. Eastern with more. Let's run it. Duck race round 3. The 2 winners that already won. You can't win again. I'm gonna cap it at 1 win per session of duck races. If you win, that means we're just gonna run it back again. Let me go ahead and make a note for that winner so I don't forget. Let's go. Let's go. Who's got the early lead? We got a naked duck. We got a crown duck. We got a Statue of Liberty duck. We got the Valentine's Day duck, straight up red duck. I don't know, bro. The naked ones are aerodynamic. They might have an edge. They're always up front. I don't know. There might be something to that. All right, guys. Minute left. Let's see who takes this one. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you guys hanging out, as always. All right, all right. We got a big run out of this one. Let's see what we got. Remember, guys, you got to be on the live session to claim the account if you win. I've said it multiple times. That's something new that I'm doing this week. This way, everybody doesn't send the form to 47 different people and fill it out with a whole bunch of fake names. A little bit more of a way to make sure that somebody's actually here. It's winning the account. Let's go. Money Reaper, I need this. Go, Ralph. Thanks for asking, JP. Let's go. Police Duck. I can't lose. Let's see who we got. 20 seconds left. Zenath, Neo M. Oh, I can't pronounce half your guys' names. I'm sorry. Dwayne, Gabor, down on the bottom. Paris, Paul C. We got to have a come from behind victory. Muhammad. I don't know. Kirk's coming out of nowhere. Julio coming out of nowhere. Oh! We got a W. We got a W in the chat for Julio. We got the W in the chat for Julio. Someone let these guys know in chat, in YouTube and Kick, how they get on the duck races. Somebody let the guys know that just showed up. Julio, are you here, or are we about to run another one? Julio, are you here to claim this? I think your name in YouTube is Brick the Sniper. Where we at? There he is. He's here. W's in the chat for Brick. Everybody give him the congrats. That's a hell of a username, dude. There you go. W in the chat for Brick. Congratulations, everybody that was on this. All right, Duck. Jesus. Sorry, I don't mean to take the Lord's name in vain. My duck got stopped out way early. Guys, if you didn't win in one of those 3 duck races, congrats, Brick. I'll be reaching out to you. All of the rest of the people that won, I'll be reaching out to you after the stream. Hope you got a good email on there. Hit me up on Discord if you don't get a message or something from me or from Top 1 straight to email pretty quickly after this today. If you didn't win today, whoa, let me get this back up. If you did not win today, we have more accounts to get given away later this afternoon. We'll be back 3 p.m. Eastern with more duck races, more live trading, scalp and NQ. Appreciate you guys for hopping on. Subscribe, like, follow, hop in the free Discord. Don't do anything and never talk to me or see me again. I don't care. I hope you found value here. I have so much fun doing the giveaways. I have so much fun live trading. It's been an awesome week. Hope to see you guys for Power Hour to end this week out strong. But if I don't, I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. Quick disclaimer, guys. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is a suggestion or recommendation to do anything. I'm just an idiot here, yapping on YouTube and running duck races for entertainment purposes only. Trading's very risky. Most traders lose money. CFTC Rule 4.41. Read that on simulated trading, which is what you saw today, what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content, like Top 1 Futures, Code RDF, Bookmap, and others. Appreciate you guys hopping on. See you for Power Hour. See you at Power Hour. Congrats, Brick. Brick W, teach me how to get my duck to win. Thank you. I'll be talking to you guys. This was awesome. Need to train the ducks. Naked ducks are faster. Yeah, I don't know, bro. The naked ducks seem to have an edge. I don't know. My duck got stopped out way early. That made me laugh. Congrats, W. W's in the chat on Kick. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Mackenzie, Freak Zeeks, David, MFB, Carlos, Neo, Bronnies. We got more this afternoon, guys. I'm hopping back on in a couple hours. David, Zion. Yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. The link is there to hop in the Discord. More than happy to have you guys in there. You can stay updated, or you could like, sub, follow, do whatever you want to do. Talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of the day. See you in a couple hours back here live.